here we are on Daybreak, and in the lower left-hand corner of the map, we have our blue Protoss player, winner of the last game from Isurus. It is Darkness. Kind of turning a bad situation around, too, after having all those buildings sniped. His opponent in the upper right-hand corner from Team Light, our pink Protoss, Caliber.
And Caliber did actually qualify for IPL 5, so we'll be seeing him at the end of November in Las Vegas, Nevada.
Awesome, cool. Well, we look forward to that, and we look forward to a good performance right here as well. Though Darkness is certainly no slouch when it comes to Protoss play. We saw him handle a pretty good Terran player last go-around with ease.
That's right, Sahyan. I actually, that was my first look at his play, but after hearing about his Brood War career and actually, being the first Brood War player to actually join a foreign team, that was actually really cool to read about and hear about, so I'm glad that we got to see some action out of him. Darkness, of course, doing some great work himself, taking him out on Ohana. Now Caliber's got to have a try at taking a win here on Daybreak. So this is kind of an interesting map for PvT. It usually comes down to EMPs versus feedbacks in longer games, but if Terran player tries to be more aggressive, sometimes that can be nice for him. It's kind of hard to defend your natural with just sentries here, and actually he's doing a forge not at the bottom of his ramp, but actually at the top of the ramp. That's
Cannons!
All right, okay. Let's see what he has in store here.
Okay, so yeah, Caliber running off to the side there. Good old-fashioned cannon rush. It's been a while since I've actually seen one of these in nice competitive play. And looks like he's going to take the opportunity to wall himself in. Oh, boy.
All right, so he's got to save up some minerals now, dropping the pylons first. He will be able to drop a cannon right. Meow.
Well, he doesn't have the pylon powering it yet.
Oh, that's right. He's just saving up minerals. Oh, man, the first one on the left will finish now, and he's got enough for one cannon, soon enough to be two.
Well, let's see if he gets another. He's going to need to get another pylon up there in a second as well. There we go.
Oh, man, yeah. Is that a pylon or a second cannon?
That's a pylon.
Okay,
so he's only got one cannon sitting in the back for now.
And his probe gets away.
That's right. Okay, so this is a little bit weird. Let's go ahead and take a look at all these structures, make sure they pop up. For now, we do have one gateway done. It's already chrono boosting out a zealot at the moment.
Oh, I thought...
Oh.
Woo! I thought that observer was actually a player leaving the game. But actually, Darkness has not left the game yet. He is trying to defend against it, but now...
Oh, I think he could have gotten the photon cannon.
He almost did, but there is another one actually on the way up in the mineral line.
That's right. So he's going to have to build another one here behind the mineral line in a second, or this could just be curtains for our light player.
This probe is still here.
Okay, let's take a look at the aftermath. Even on workers, but of course gateway tech is up now, and that's more valuable than forge at this stage of the game. Now, of course, Caliber will be able to drop a couple of cannons and defend some early pressure here, and it looks like he is already sending out a probe to do just that.
Wow, so not the most successful cannon rush. Now he's going to turn it into a warp-in or more cannons, perhaps. Who knows? He could actually. Yep, there's a cannon. Now he can just creep forward. Protoss buildings can't move. There was actually a part in the alpha where cannons could actually move, and no one got to play it, thankfully, because it was kind of ridiculous to even think about. But spine crawlers move around, right? They're not such a big deal, but cannons moving anywhere within a power field would be kind of ridiculous.
All right, well, probe gets on through and sees that there's nothing really up quite yet to defend, but already our first couple of cannons are coming up.
Another cannon at the max range of this pylon. He should probably build one more, but he's going to have nothing to defend unless he gets that full wall-off completed back at home against these Zealots. Actually, Zealots turn around because they have to deal with this issue at home. There's one Zealot already at the main of Caliber. I don't know how he's planning on holding this, except for obviously he has the probe surround. He should probably build a pylon and a cannon inside his main at some point, but these Zealots are not going to be able to hold up against three total cannons, excuse me.
Yeah.
This one finishing up now, and the pylon and the gateway are both in range of that cannon. Now with the second pylon up, he can work his way back toward that mineral line as well. And if this pylon goes down and the gateway is unpowered, things are going to look really, really bad for Mr. Isurus and Darkness.
All right, well, the pylon is actually taking quite a bit of damage. Even the probe getting in and helping a little bit there. And this photon cannon just drawing fire, essentially tanking damage for now, so we can get that pylon killed. And needs to cancel the photon cannon, of course. Hopefully he'll do that momentarily.
Yep,
there we
113 minerals right back up. So probes are going to be in range of the cannon. Of course, he does want to kill those fighting units because they're not going to be able to be reproduced until that pylon power comes up for the gateway. So all these cannons just taking free shots. This is another just bizarre game. I haven't seen a game like this in many moons. but Caliber's making it work.
Yeah, this is a good old-fashioned beta game here or something like that, so
yeah.
at least that's what it feels like. More workers being killed. How many workers have actually been killed? 11 by Caliber so far. Are you kidding me? He's up by 7 workers overall.
9 now, actually. He's got killing more probes, obviously, and still building his own. The Skateway is going to be killed before the Stalker can even come out, so he cancels that. And now the cannons, they're in range of the Nexus. They could actually just start to shoot it down. There's not 400 minerals mined, and it looks like the Zealot that was dealt with was never replaced. Even though there's a pylon in here, it can't do anything because there's no warp gate tech or anything, obviously. And back over at Darkness's base, the Nexus has taken some fire. Can't be repaired up, so this probe is actually still here. He can just wait for another 150 minerals and speed this up even more.
Okay, so there is one Stalker inside of Caliber's ace, but he can actually pull everything off the line. It doesn't even matter. I mean,
I really thought he was going to pin that Stalker against the Zealot just perfectly, but he just barely snuck out of there.
All right. Well, now that this Nexus is under fire, I'm not actually sure what Darkness can do to come back from this.
He spent his bank, so nothing. If that Nexus goes down, the game is essentially over. Again, yes, he's basically sunk. He's got one warp gate. He actually finished warp gate tech even.
Yes, he did. And Stalker is making its way in. Another Zealot coming out here. But again, I mean, it just doesn't matter. Caliber can pull everything off the line and still be considerably ahead in workers.
Yep. If he's not dealing with the cannons killing his Nexus, then he's not going to win this game. And now the pylon is down. These Zealots can just keep pursuing, and probes can keep pursuing. It's just a matter of time. I'm surprised both cannons, there we go, aren't just focusing the Nexus. Even the probes are like afraid to mine. They're just chilling now. So Darkness obviously focusing all of his effort on his Stalker that's in his enemy's main. But now the probes are being pulled a little bit late. Better late than never. I don't know. But there's the GG.
GG. Okay, well, that was